Right, so the things I do have: my armor, my weapons, and an assortment of potions. Things I do not have include hearth, my horse, my food, my water, and quite the assortment of other belongings that I really should have on my person. But as things are, I will need to be taking a sharp left. Hearth, where do you appear from? Well, that's one thing I can say that has suddenly appeared from the list of things that I previously did not have. Another thing that has appeared is your Silverhand Elite. Well, good luck with whatever you are doing. One thing I didn't have was quite the thirst in my throat, so I'm not too appreciative of that. And you are?
I'm on my way to Windhelm to join up with the Stormcloaks. Ulfric has the right of it.
Well, that's a long path you are on, friend. And I don't have torches either. But what I do have is this spell, so I should be able to see ahead of myself. This should take me to... Didn't turn too early, did I? No, that is... What's this noise? A word wall. Just out here. Alright. Near Meridia's beacon. Reminds me of something else I don't have, which is that legendary blade to smite undead with. So I guess what we're going to do now is get back to Delphine and make a reasonable request at reacquiring our equipment from her. She promised to keep it safe, so it better have been safe. What's that? An orc charging at me for whatever reason. Well, they might have committed a mistake since there's two of us. And only one of him. I seem to prefer a fighting style quite alike to what I usually do. Well, let's see. Gold, stamina potion, water. Well, that's a welcome sight. I don't really have problems with carrying weight right now, but I don't think that these two are that important. But I'll nab the ore with me, because why not? And then it's time to empty this thing down my throat. And I guess I got some food with me. Borrowed from the embassy and all that. And now that I got the flowers, I guess I might drop a memento to this fellow. Ah, that was two of them. That's better. Right. So right now we should be nearing Solitude through the most approachable route. On the other hand, we might hit Dragon Bridge first, since this did come closer to that place, now that I think of it. I don't mind though. And no use throwing a candlelight spell out, I'm already at the inn. Pretty much so.
Come on in, just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. Fate is the name.
So, in Cape, I'd like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
How much money do I have on my person? 268, so that should be enough to refill my supplies for the morning. Delphine better have kept my gold safe.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
I'll do that. So I'll be getting on the move at about 10. So I can fetch my horse from Solitude and then make the journey back. So let's see here. The rest of the water skin has now been emptied, and some bread and cheese for breakfast, maybe? Yes, that should have done the job.
Something different about you, I can tell. Hope you ain't here to cause trouble.
May I have a refill of water?
Of course.
And then let's see what you
Let's
might have
save that
sale
appetite.
for sale for the road. Another water skin would be useful, some salmon steak and beef, I think. Yes, that should do it, I think.
day.
And now we'll be heading back to Solitude. Standing on its stoic perch. It's awfully cloudy out here. The sun is so bright, yet it cannot reach this far. More of a smog than clouds, to think of it. I hope the vampires don't have something to do with this, since that would be most unfortunate. It's been a while since I've been on the move on foot. It lets me collect the flowers easier, if nothing else. And then again, it's also awful lot slower. An awful lot slower. And since I've ridden this path already, there isn't much to talk about. At least we are about at Solitude by now. The farms are down there. Might even take the cart back to Whiterun. Do I have the mace? I actually do. So I could drop that for the companions. But I'll only take the cart if I can tie my horse to it. And I'm not sure if they'd let me. So it might be for the best for me to ride after all. So Hoth, now that we've successfully traversed the path one way, let's go and head on the other. Go through just what we saw. Because that's fun, you know? Doing the thing you already did, only in the other direction. Since so many things must have changed on the path. Well, at least it's sort of new after Dragon Bridge, since I've never gone through... What did they call that place again? Ivarstead, I believe. It must have been Ivarstead.
I don't know. Most orcs are dumb as a bag of rocks.
Again, Hoth, they are warrior people. They usually are much smarter than they let out. It's just that their smartness is in the fighting things. Although I have to agree with something, and that one orc that attacked us was not particularly smart. It was a rather dumb move, really, now that you mention it. Yeah, maybe I should not be defending them as readily. Oh, what am I saying? At least they had the brains to not fight. Not give in to the Thalmo and instead fight them. I don't know what my tongue was going on about there. Nonetheless, Solitude's now left behind, and I think we are in Morthal now. Or whatever the hold was that Morthal governed. So we'll be going south through this road and we should avoid getting lost in the Reach again. And to be fair, I'm particularly fond of that little fact. As I mentioned, Reach is beautiful in its own right. It is, and rather majestic. But the problem is that it's really hard to move about in it if you need to get off the road for any reason. And you never know. It just might be something that requires you to get off the road for a second. In the case of the Red Eagle, my navigation skills were a little bit off too, since I only found a barred door. That I later got through anyhow, but I just don't like the Reach too much. Oh, and some of you may be thinking, how does he know that much about the Reach since he's a newcomer to Skyrim? Well, you know, in minor families, you tend to hear a lot of stories. This looks many sorts of suspicious. And it was. Wondering if I should do something about that, and since they keep shooting at me, I think I will. Let's see if I cannot get a shot in. You are over there, I presume. There's one. They're a bit hard to see without additional light, but I think a fair amount of these shots should be hitting them. If I get one more on that outlaw, they should be out of the equation. Like that, and then head on to cover and let the stamina get back to me. Now I've got a fair share of steel arrows. Might as well leave the iron ones out of use. Ah, that one's making themselves an easier target to see. How polite, although they have also gone into cover, so I cannot hit them. There we go. Got him! Well, not necessarily the magic guy, but someone I did get. Let's see, can I see anyone from here? There's someone. Don't think I scored a hit on that arrow. Don't think that was a bandit. Oh dear, that's flying fireballs. Right, so now they are coming at me with their fists. So a magic wielding thug, that's what you are. Right, I'm a bit low on HP, but I think I had something for this. No, that was magicka and stamina, and fortify them by the amount restored. Yeah, that sounds like a good trick. Yeah, like that. And now that I've ready it, let's pop the Colodian Star. And that should be... Quite the pace in your strikes, wasn't it there? Too bad I might be just a bit faster. Now let's see here. That was a few bandits down, unfortunately not as many as I would have liked. Perhaps I'm a bit lacking in the zooming department. My eyes have not yet adjusted to such large distances. But that's a problem I can fix. I hope. Now then, what might be over here? Let's just go check that the camp does not have any more folk roaming about. Since we were starting to rid this world of scum, we might as well finish the trade. Let's see. Returning that shout, so I won't have to fumble about with it in combat. A Lego goat roast. Well, sure, I'll have that one off your hands. You won't mind. Oh, did I remember? I think I remembered to place a flower on that. It's automatic by now. I do not hear anyone. Let's make sure.
What was that?
Ah, there was someone here. Are you armed with a dagger or something? I'm stuck on a table. Not particularly good. The gods are giving me the power. I will use it. Right now. Are you running? Are you running?
You think that hurts? Why?
Get back here, you!
That's all you've got?
Righteous lightning take ya and all that. Heavy target shield. I'll have to take a look at it. How would it compare to my dwarven shield? Well, actually, it's a bit worse off, as unfortunate as it might be. Let's drop the static skin on again. And that sparks, yes it is, and here's my shield. Did I remember to give you a flower? I didn't yet, so here you go. So that was that house dealt with. Here's one of those rock drop-in stations. And here's someone I actually got here on the walkway. And here's a rear guard I see. Give up! Your friend's already dead. Surrender to the authorities and I will not need to hurt you. I gave you the option, but if you'd rather be struck down, so be it. Why do they not take the sensible option and walk away when I give it a chance? Well, walk away to the nearest guard and turn themselves in, that is. Not just letting them go to another place and rob people blind, still. But it's still better than just dying, I think. The Black Arrow Volume 2. I don't think I read Volume 1, so that won't be of too much use. And what's here in the chest then? Money, gold, an orcish club, and a staff of sparks. Let's see here. So steel mace is 29 and orcish club is 33. And this has the withering effect though. I'll take that with me, the horse can carry it fine. Coin purse, plentiful healing. And another key to the Robber's Cove, I won't be needing that one. Potion of Illusion, might as well sell it. Barrel has mushrooms in it. Let's see that nobody's hiding here in the cove area. Since we've indeed come to clear this place out. Oh, we are getting a little bit hungry and thirsty, are we not? Well, here's a table, might as well eat there. So some slaughterfish, a drink of water, and that's taking care of that. Bandit leader's journal. Idiots! Brody heard were at each other's throats again today and nearly came to blows. The whole camp is on edge. An extra ration of meat has been ordered. Nope, alcohol keeps people at bay, but unless this fighting stops, they'll tear themselves apart. A mutiny. Herds gathering followers for that. Brody just as well. Yeah. You'd kill them both yourself, but the camp split right down the middle. If you tried, you'd have a knife in your back within a week. And you can't take bickering underlings anymore, so you begin skimming little gold from the take, bring it down here when you can. You scrape enough together, you can make a run for it, downriver to Dragon Bridge. But Brody was getting suspicious, going and poking around the cool afternoon. Don't think the stash was found, but it's not safe here. Boat out tonight, stored in the island to the south by the old tree stump. Had a good haul this week, another crown or two, and I can finally get out of here, not a moment too soon. Well, indeed not a moment too soon, actually a moment late. Bread and cheese, sure, I'll take them.
Why don't you save all that chit-chat for the wenches and the taverns?
I've already mentioned why, Hoff. It helps me remember things to talk them out loud. And so they set a river south, and after I'm done with that, I might just as well camp here. Unless I have a reason to suspect that there might be more coming. How late is it anyhow? It is...
Is that all you got?
That rock's got more power than you might give it credit for. It's only 2, it's just a little bit darker than I'm used to for 2. Seriously. What's going on with the sun? Oh well, they said island to the south, and south is indeed this ways. That's a small island, might they be talking about that? I'd rather not get my feet wet, so... There we go. Here's a tree stump, and this looks like the chest. And the key fits, so that it is. Amethyst, coins, longbow. That might be of use to me. Potion of light feet, not particularly useful, but it's money. A ruby, and a staff of mage light, yes. So let's see here if I have the Orcish longbow for 32 versus Elf Piercer for 26. Although it is 38 against armored targets, at least for now. So I'll put it on favorites list. But it will mostly be used against the mages, so... I don't think it's correct to put it on the hotkeys quite yet. Need to have my fingers on the more useful weapon. The one that I enchanted because it could be useful. Right, so let's get back on with it, shall we? Ivarstead should be this way. And we've cleared that little bandit camp out, so that won't be bothering anyone too soon. Wolves. Why am I not surprised? One down. There wasn't more than one, huh? It just sounded like more, but if it wasn't, then it wasn't. So what's over there? I hear a voice. Oh, a whole group of people. Outlaw down. Outlaw down. And there's someone with a bow taking pot shots at us. And they've been taken down. So static skin, return to me. It's unfortunate that I am running out of flowers, so I'll give the flower to the one that I thought put up the most fight. You fought Hoth, but a water skin, yeah, sure, why not? Why not? Ah, more flowers, just one though. Unfortunate, unfortunate indeed, but as things are, these would belong to the ones of the more powerful variety. I'll have to see if I cannot find just a bit more not to leave you without a proper memorial to go by. But in the end, it's not looking too likely. Where'd my horse go? Let's see here. Well, I wasn't expecting them to be there for sure, running into the fight and all that, but if it happens, it happens. Let's get on the road again. But thus found this journey. Do I hear another bandit? Ah, but I do. And that's that done. So there were even more lying in wait. Well, and that's taken care of as well. There's a bandit here. Well, now my horse at least is somewhere where I can find them easily. Wait, that's a pile of hay over there. Why is there a pile of hay over here? It just is, nothing hidden in it. I already thought. Oh well. So white runs this way. That should mean Ivarstead is about here just as well. This is the Shoal's rest farm apparently. That goes somewhere that's not Whiterun. Since it diverged from the main road, and I'm assuming the main road goes to Whiterun. That's a child. Yes, this looks more like a village. It was Rorikstead. Ah. Where was Ivarstead then? That's now bothering me. Cartwaste and Dragon Bridge. Ah, Ivarstead was there before the High Hrothgar. Of course, of course. Well, you can't remember them all. They both end up in Stead, and neither are traditional imperial names, so I don't really have any reason not to. Well, actually, since I made trade with the Nords, I should know it. Well, it just slipped from my mind. That was a person with a blade on the side of the road. Did I hear the blade being drawn? Well, they'd shout after me if it was anything important, like wanting to rob me. Because if they just walk by the side of the road with a blade, I'm not going to assume that they are threatening me. Wait, is that a... It's a dragon flapping their wings about, right over there. I got to go take a look at that. Might be something important. Was there on the right, wasn't it? I wouldn't really want to tangle with dragons, but especially not in this weekend state with not half of my things, but that looks worrying to me, I got to say. That's the big dragon, isn't it? And oh gods, they are awakening another one. I do not enjoy this sight, I do not. Go away! Well, too late, I guess. Oh dear, they're already capable of that. Oh dear, oh dear. It does seem like this dragon is of the fire variety. From this distance I still had the advantage. That's good, that's good. But I won't be using the more aggressive shout in this situation. Instead the whirlwind sprint might be more applicable. Oh dear. That pillar barely protected me, but just barely was... well, just barely enough. Right, so if it's over there, it's flying again. That's the rain of those little meteors. Stop moving for a second and not there. If I'm going to breathe fire that way, that's okay. This is not the best environment to be fighting a dragon, I'd say. But here's something I think I can use. That was not as was planned. That it was not. May I have enough magicka soon? Doesn't look particularly like it. Ah, there we go. Right, bow back in hand. No, that's a shot I cannot make. Right, so from this spot I can get a few good shots in. That's good, that's good. Now they are getting weakened. Oh dear, they are facing me. Now that pillar was splendidly more useful. That's hurting bad. Let's head this way and see what kind of potions we have for healing here. Minor healing. I can just swap all of these and place this one on a hotkey, I think. Potion of healing, there it is. Oh, way too close. I think the fall on the ground protected me from that still somehow. Ow, I'm taking fireballs to the head, that's no good. But thus far I am making progress. And since this is longbow, that range is only beneficial for me. The arrow struck through, I think. Yep, that is a dead dragon. I am getting the hang of this. Although these fights are not easy. A few times I almost met my maker there. But I have defeated Vulnojak. Delphine would be proud, I think. There you are, Hoth.
Shouldn't we be out killing something?
We just killed a dragon. Would you be just a little bit more excited about that? A little bit?
Alright.
I think there would be a good reason for that. That's not my horse, probably from the carriage or something. Now where'd I place mine? I think it was this way. Ah, there they are. And this road should take us the rest of the way to Whiterun, shouldn't it now? I'll check once I hop on. Up! Right, so Whiterun, Whiterun, Whiterun. Yes, if we do head for the Granite Hill and then head on eastward. It does indeed. So we got to pass by Falkreath Hold momentarily, but it seemed like the easiest path to follow, so this direction should be east, considering the mountains of Falkreath are that way. And Whiterun this way, yes indeed. Now then, what would be on the agenda? We'll get to Whiterun, we'll visit the companions, we'll not sleep at their hall. We might still have daylight to reach, to get on to Riverwood and gather the rest of our gear. I'll have to see once we get to Whiterun itself. Is it you again, Wolf? Yes, Wolfie, it's you again. Stop it! There we go. Oh, there's more of ya. And I should put that bow away. There we go. So let's collect the pelts for crafting purposes again. I might perform some arts and crafts back in Whiterun actually. We might stay there for a bit longer than originally planned, since while the gear we have is important... More wolves. I was already starting to think that bandits were overtaking you as the group to go after me the most, but I guess I was mistaken. I have returned to Whiterun Hall. You are showing me in full appreciation just how important a target I am. Or just how desperately you want to be the mundane distraction, that's the word, on my journey. But I guess that it cannot be helped. You do what you do. Wild animals. If your instinct says that you want to rush at an adventurer that's armed to the teeth and armored against your weapons, that most definitely is the superior predator to you, well then you do you. That's how I guess it works. I would have just thought that, you know, some sort of risk-taking analysis capability would be required for a wild animal species to survive that long, but... And considering that Dwemer weapons are not that new, I think they would have learned by now, so they must be desperate for some other reason. Or rabbit, that works too. That's one chasing a deer. So we can expect it get after us in a mere moment. Since that's how it seems to be working. Whatever a wolf is doing, it abandons it to chase after me. Or maybe I should blame the companions for it. Maybe I smell like a werewolf, but since I'm not a werewolf, they can tell the difference, and... it's a possibility. Yeah, it is a possibility. But as it is now, we made most of our journey from Solitude back to Riverwood. It's just a little bit further from Whiterun here. But before that, we've also got some business to attend to. And when I say business, it should come as no surprise that it's finally the time to return over to the meat halls of Dovahkiin.
You still need to prove yourself, whelp. Are you looking for help with something? This is a busy time.
I've retrieved the steel mace that I was sent on to get for you, Skyor.
Nice work with this one. You make us all proud.
Well, it's a good thing that it wasn't expected to be returned faster. Any work for me to be done?
Yes, I have something special for you.
Special?
But it's not for everyone to hear. Meet me in the Underforge tonight.
Underforge?
We will speak more.
Where's
I forget
that?
if you've never seen it. Beneath the Skyforge, where Yorland works. The door is hidden, but I will show you the way.
Right.
Take my leave then.
I got to say that this sounds awfully suspicious. That it does. This is not some Daedra worshipping thing, is it now?